This is a tutorial of how to do the Week 4 Lesson 1 Taj Mahal spreadsheet. The first step is to download the spreadsheet. Step number 2 asks you to complete the worksheet as shown in 5A. So you're going to fill in all the sales amounts, all the investment amounts, all of the expenses. The next step asks you to auto sum C6, D6, and E6. You'll click in C6, press the auto sum, and either press enter or press it again. In D6 you'll do the same, and then in E6. It asks you to repeat the same thing for C14 through E14. So you will click auto sum again, D14, auto sum, and E14. Notice when you do auto sum, the computer with a dashed line around it is telling you what you're summing. The next step asks you to click in cell B16 where it's the net. We're going to erase what's there and enter a formula, which is equal. We always start with an equal. What's in cell B6, the total income, minus what's in cell B14, the total expenses for region 1. You're going to repeat this formula for each region. So it's C16 will be equal to C6 minus C14. You'll do the same thing for D equal, always start with an equal, D6 minus D14. And then finally, E16 will be equal E6 minus E14. You can just press enter after you put in your formula. The next step asks you to click in F4 and enter a formula that will add the sales for each region. The sales are in row 4. So if you click on the auto sum, you see it's the dashed line is all the way around the sales. You press enter or auto sum again. And you'll repeat for F5 and for F6. This is going to be the total income. So we want to do it for all regions. So you'll want to click on B6 and drag across to E6 to make sure you're totaling all the row of total income. You're going to repeat it here. F9, you're going to click on the auto sum. It's adding up all the salaries. You can see by the dashed line. Step F10, same thing for the rent. Step F11, watch this one, it isn't the correct amount. You want to sum all the auto, so you click and drag across from B to E for all the auto. The taxes, again, the auto sum does not take the right amount, so you must click and hold and drag across to enter. Then you're going to repeat it for the phone. Again, it's the wrong amount, so you will click and drag across and press enter. And your total expenses, which will be from B to E for expenses. Then you click in F16 to get the full net, and this is going to be equal all of your income, total income minus total expenses. And that's the end of your spreadsheet. You'll resave it with your name at the end of the file and submit it for grading. So what you've calculated here is all of the income in the top part of the spreadsheet and all of the expenses, and the net is the difference, how much income you have minus all of your expenses. I hope you find it helpful.